All right, a pause in the action on the Eric Zane Show podcast to talk about Factor. Okay, there was a time not that long ago where I would spend a lot of time on, let's say, a Sunday, like hours, getting food ready for the week, prepping so that I could have something ready to go in a nice, convenient container. Problem with that is I'd spend a whole Sunday doing it. It was expensive. And frankly, I was eating the same food all the time. So it's easy to figure that after a couple of weeks, I kind of gave up on that. Now, I remember at the time thinking it would be great if I could have food delivered to me. I don't have to lift a finger to make it, and it's prepared by chefs, and it's fantastic and so convenient and so delicious and fresh, never frozen. Voila! Factor. Look, I know you love supporting me. That's one of the key things that makes a podcast survive is when you support who's doing the show. I want you to just try this, and you are going to be so happy. Go to factormeals.com/Zane50. That's Zane50. And then use code Zane50, and you're getting this for 50% off. That's how badly I want you to try this, just so you can see how easy and convenient and awesome Factor is. That's code Zane50 at factormeals.com/Zane50 to get 50% off. Oh, and I'll include the link in the show notes of this podcast. This November, get Factor and enjoy eating well without the hassle. Simply choose your meals and enjoy fresh, flavor-packed meals delivered to your door, ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. You are eating amazing food. You're eating well. It's so fantastic. Again, factormeals.com/Zane50 and use code Zane50 to get 50% off. That's code Zane50 at factormeals.com/Zane50 to get 50% off.
Father of mine, tell me, where have you been? You know, I just closed my eyes, my whole world disappeared. Father of mine, take me back to the day, yeah, when I was still your golden boy.
Yeah, can you maybe describe what it was like, what you went through?
I remember blue.
Actually, I had so many dreams.
You had lots of dreams?
I had dreams after dreams after dreams.
Oh, okay. What?
I couldn't even begin to describe what I dreamt about.
So you just wake up, you're like, oh my God, I had a terrible dream. I got COVID.
No, I didn't have no COVID thoughts, nothing. But it was dreams.
Okay, and you can't remember even a one of them?
I don't remember any of them.
Oh.
But I know I was dreaming.
Okay. I think maybe maybe next time write them down. I'd love to hear what you're dreaming about.
I'm telling you, it's just the weirdest thing I've ever lived through.
Wow. JoAnn, how about you? Did you have any weird dreams?
No. He had the dreams last night. COVID, he couldn't hardly stand up. He couldn't even walk.
Wow. So this was...
I'm telling you, I couldn't even stand up.
So when you had COVID, that was no walk in the park. I mean, it was actually very hard on you, right?
It was on your dad, for sure.
It was on me.
JoAnn, was there any thought about possibly taking him to the hospital, or did that not cross your mind?
No, I called the doctor. He told me what to do.
He just said, take it easy, keep I don't know, drink water or something like that, maybe? I don't know.
He said, kick him in the butt, then call me in the morning.
Well,
whatever he said, it worked. So we're here.
Well, yeah, there you go. So now you've it's come and gone. I'm excited about that. You beat COVID, and now it's time to party. We got to do a Thanksgiving do-over.
Oh boy, yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's plan that. I love that.
Funny, I'm really sharp. I'm sharp right now.
I know you are. You're always sharp.
But this is top of the world.
I think you're sharper when you're like on the phone.
Life is good, man.
I think you are, because when we're like up north and like, you know, you got all the wilderness around you and there's 800 dogs, there's all things to distract you. And it, you know, I ask you a question like, hey, how do you think the Lions are going to do? And you'll say peanut butter sandwich.
Man, you're messing me up. Oh, boy.
And that's and that brings me to this, Dad. My pal Jimmy in Portland, Maine, he asks, do you think that grown men will cry if the Lions win the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Women, too.
Oh, I don't know.
Hey, I tell you what, I think I'll cry.
I'll cry.
I mean, it's been so long, Dad. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that part is true.
So, yeah, the Super Bowl, I mean, they've never even gone, let alone won it.
No.
I think I'll cry if they just go.
Yeah, I'll cry if they go to the playoffs.
No, I really watched them. That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I love watching the Lions. Do you remember the football player named Barry Sanders?
Yes.
Yes.
How about that guy? There's a big movie out about him right now in his life. You know, he's about my age. He's in his 50s.
Wow. You remember that?
Oh yeah, he was one of our favorites, you know.
Yes. Well, that's true. That's true.
Jimmy, also in Maine, he adds, by the way, Meathead, he adds, I've been eating raw hamburger similar to you, and I've never gotten sick. He's another fan of eating raw hamburger.
I don't know.
Raw lamb, not hamburger.
Oh, I thought you were eating raw hamburger.
He did years ago till I told him how they kill him and how they drag him through the north.
Okay. Well, he wants you to get me to try some raw hamburger, Dad.
No, I for right now, it's not appealing.
No, he doesn't need it anymore. I trained him.
Yeah. Jack in New Hampshire says, Dear Meathead, over Thanksgiving, several of my adult family members got into an argument about how to move your game piece while playing the board game Life. What do you think it says about a grown man in his 50s arguing over a board game with the family?
Well, yeah, to me that is a very, very childish activity.
Yeah, you don't want to hang around with some guy who gets all angry over how to move a token on a board game.
No, if you the one thing that I do have a good personality of is the fact that your opinion is good for you.
Opinion?
You know.
Talking about board games.
Yeah, but he's talking about how the one guy, you know, he moves he gets upset as to how people move the pieces on the board game, and he's lost his temper over a board game.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Kick him in the ass.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll teach him a lesson.
Kenny writes, we're all happy to hear that you're both feeling better. Question, have you ever been deer hunting?
No.
No. I actually doesn't have a personality towards shooting and killing an animal.
Yeah, you'd rather not do that.
No.
Yeah, I'm with you. You know, I can handle, like, if someone brings deer venison around the campfire.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I can't kill it. I think a lot of people are like that.
No.
Yeah,
no.
If I'm out in the woods and I see a deer, I'm gonna go give it a hug.
Really? That's great. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I can't. I don't. I don't. Whenever I see, like, how about when you're driving down I-75 and someone's got it strapped to the car?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't deal with that.
No, I can't either. I cannot deal with that.
Have you ever hit a deer with your car? You or JoAnn?
No.
No.
Oh, God bless you. Thank God.
Well, if I got to veer off to avoid hitting him, I would do that.
If I hit a deer with my car, I'm more worried about the deer.
Yes.
I go running in the woods after him. Are you okay?
Yeah. Hey, the vehicle of yours is a powerful machine. you know, and a poor little innocent animal. You know, of course, you're going to hit him by accident. You know, maybe.
Right.
But
there are people that exist who will.
I'll pick him up. I can baby him.
I
do something nice, you know, instead of nasty.
Yeah, I struggle with that too.
Yeah. What did I say, JoAnn?
You take him to the vet.
Yeah, JoAnn, so I'll take him to the vet.
Oh, absolutely. You and I would. This is how
I would.
You and I would hit the deer, and then we'd put the deer in the car, and it'd be like Tommy Boy, and the deer would wake up and destroy the car.
That's pretty good, man. We ought to write that down.
I think it's been written.
Man, I feel so good, so spunky right now.
You feel spunky?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's good. That's good. Are you going to be chasing JoAnn around the house?
No, not that kind of spanky.
Oh.
I didn't say spanky. I said spunky.
Yeah, that's. I caught that. Yes, spanky's something entirely different.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's beyond my.
Yeah. Hey, there's a discussion going on the show because we're giving away a bunch of food, and for Christmas to like underprivileged people. And we're, believe it or not, we're also giving away feminine hygiene products because some people who can't afford them, they go without, and that's very difficult. So the question Rob has is, what is your experience? Have you ever had to buy feminine hygiene products like sanitary napkins or tampons for the women in your life? Like, hey, pick me up some tampons. Have you ever had to do that?
No.
Oh, I have. Diana's made me do that.
No, I don't get it. No way.
You wouldn't do it? Like if you're at the store and she says, Rob, I need these. You'd go, no way, you're on your own. I'm not buying them.
You would too, Rob.
I probably would. I don't know.
Yeah, it's no big deal. It's just a biological function. I mean, she needs some help. Anyway.
Yeah, I probably would. But I never had the experience.
Yeah, I know. All right. Dear Meathead, it's getting cold outside. What is the best activity to do during the winter? Everybody's cooped up inside, Dad.
That's about the limit for me. I'm cooped up. I cannot go anywhere. I got snow on my ground here.
Oh, I know it. Yeah, we got hit with it. I was just talking to Kenny in Tennessee. It was 21 degrees in Tennessee today.
Wow, that's good.
I don't think it is.
It's pretty cold here too. I got solid looking snow on the ground.
Dad Kyle writes, Dear Meathead, Christmas is fast upon us again. And do you have a favorite Christmas memory?
I'm thinking really hard. I just don't have any memories.
Let JoAnn talk, and then I'll spring one on you. That'll
all right.
That'll remind you.
It's probably the same one because I wasn't there. But when he was married to your mother, he fell down the stairs.
Oh, now I didn't realize that happened around Christmas time.
Yeah, he had the presents in the box, bring them down the stairs, and he fell.
Oh, okay. Now I was so little then. I remember stories of that, but I don't have it. I think he fell down the stairs more than once actually.
Oh yeah, he's fallen quite a few times.
Yeah, I think there had something to do with some consumption issues at the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't remember a thing about that.
But I remember going to JoAnn's house at the time. You may not even have been married, or you were probably very early in your marriage. But we'd all go over to your house for Christmas Eve. And,
I remember that.
And we would always open the presents up on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And, you had Tom Alexander and Sue, and Norm was there talking to everybody and talking to everybody.
It was rock and rolling.
Yes, and then Jim and myself and Elizabeth and Nikki and JoAnn. It was just fantastic. And that little living room, we'd all pack in there somehow.
Was that somebody's basement?
No, that was our living room.
I mean, you live in Cunningham in Warren.
Okay.
It was a big family room.
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
I just remember that as a kid. So it
Yeah,
was
what
always
does
great.
You get brain of, I don't know.
Yeah, I got a brain like a machine. I think that's what you say. You have brain like a machine.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't even do wind it up. It's already wound up.
Of course. Dad, do you have any closing thoughts on the segment? Is there anything, you or JoAnn, have anything that you'd like to say?
Maybe JoAnn has something to say. JoAnn, do you have anything to say?
Thank God we're alive.
Yes. That's where I was going to go to. Thank God you're alive. I love that.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, there was a ton of people worried about you, and we're very, very glad that you're okay. I'm looking back on my notes that I took during our time today. At one point, you were describing it as a vehicle of yours is a powerful machine when it comes to driving and maybe coming in contact with wildlife while you're on the road.
Yeah. You talk about driving. I don't know why this came to mind. I actually drove. Do you remember a truck that I used to have?
He owns it.
I do. It's in my driveway. It's in my garage right now, Dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
I used to drive with on top of that.
On top of it?
I mean, how was I doing? I was standing.
It was a van. It wasn't a
It was a van.
What you're describing is you had this big silver conversion van, and so it was very normal at that time when we're going up north for you to be drinking like several beers while you're driving, and then you were standing on the seat and sticking your head out of the driver's side sunroof.
I remember that.
While it was on cruise control, and you're holding the steering wheel with your hand, driving at 80 miles an hour.
That was clever, wasn't it?
I don't know if that's clever.
Oh, my God. My kids actually lived through all that stuff.
Yeah. I was always very scared when you would do that. I'm not going to lie.
God.
All right, Dad. I love you.
I love you, too.
JoAnn, you guys have a great day, okay?
Thank you, honey. We love you, too.
See you next stop.
See you next stop. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
In the cradle and the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. When you're coming home, Dad, don't